in the heart of Texas.
Good morning. It is a little bit of a rowdy Breakfast with the Beaters coming to you from Amarillo, Texas. And actually, we actually have breakfast this morning.
Real breakfast.
There was a Love's gas station right down the road, so we hopped on our scooters and got some delicious, they call tornadoes.
Yeah, you know, they call them tornadoes because this area is wrecked by tornadoes on a regular basis.
I don't think that's true.
Also,
but we'll
I think that's what it causes inside your body after you eat them.
I
is
think
a
that's
tornado.
right. So we're all going to take a bite, one bite.
I don't want to do this.
That's surprisingly delicious, I'll be honest. Tasty.
I got the sausage and egg one.
Oh, lucky. I got the chicken.
Yeah.
I think this looks like eggs.
So we got three different types. So we got a sausage and egg. We had a southwestern chicken and a steak rancheros.
Oh,
and we played a little bit of tornado roulette. And we
I'll
don't
be
know
honest,
what we got.
I can't decide. I actually don't know. They taste so much the same.
I might have put them both on your plate.
Yeah. So one other thing that we know about Amarillo is beef production is a big thing here.
Yeah.
And we realized something. Brett said something this morning when we walked out the door. It was your joke, remember?
Well, yeah. So it wasn't really a joke. It was serious.
Yeah, that's true. It was a statement of fact.
Good tee up, by the way.
Handoffs are game.
Our transition game is on point today.
So strong.
Now, if you've been watching this segment of the show every day, most of them have been outside, and that's for a few reasons. One is in the south, it's hot, so this RV is a little warm in the morning, and we like to be a little bit more on the cooler side. It's also nicer outside. Well, the plan was to record outside today as well.
We were actually going to cook.
And we were going to cook.
Yeah.
And we took a step outside this morning at around 7:30 to go get ready for this segment, and it smelled horrible. And I think for the first time on this trip, the inside of the RV smelled better than the outside of the RV. So,
Which is saying something.
Which is saying something. Huevos rancheros or whatever these
Yeah.
are. Tornadoes.
We must be next to a cattle field. We have to.
Oh,
There are,
there's-
yeah.
yeah.
And a truck stop.
I did just realize that these are round, which is good because we've basically eaten sausage for every meal.
It's a tubular theme.
We're
right
grown
now.
men.
Yeah, this
What's
is-
for dinner? Hot dogs. Yeah.
Hot dogs, sausages.
Yeah.
But we had a variety. It's almost been like a sausage tour of America. We toured Alabama's Conecuh sausage, which I still vote primo. We had some sausage from, I don't know where Pepperidge Farm is made, but it's, at every grocery store ever. Texas sausages. I don't know, maybe we'll try some sausage in Colorado tomorrow.
Yeah. I think, do they have sausage up there?
Oh, dude, they love meat.
Some Rocky Mountain oysters, too.
Oh, don't do that.
All right,
I'm just
so
scared at this point.
I know. That's a
have
concern.
you been down to Denver before?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Visited Arrow before,
Okay.
so it'll be a good time.
And we'll be there tomorrow. So we are leaving Texas. We're heading almost due north by northwest, and we're going to be in Denver tomorrow. So yesterday was by far our longest drive of the day. Corey, great job. Thank you again.
Woohoo!
Thanks for
Today's
delivering Red Bulls. That's
Yeah.
helpful.
Yeah, the least we can do. Today's not going to be that much better though. It's still about 7 or 8 hours. Not to put a damper
Well,
on it.
as the Google Maps tells you, it's about 7 hours. But as an RV travels, that will translate to probably about 8.5.
And how many Red Bulls
I'm going to go with probably 2, I think, on this
for
one.
the first hour?
No, well, it's
Yeah.
going to be the afternoon. Well, because, we start with cold brew coffee
Yeah,
in the morning. And Rob Hout, it is good, just so you know. It's great coffee.
it's the best.
Don't
coffee
be concerned about us.
The
It's
best.
Lavazza. It's the finest Italian coffees. And so coffee in the morning, very rapidly transitioning to Red Bull in the afternoon as the slump of being in that seat for 4+ hours starts to set in.
Yeah. So Kyle, why don't
Yeah.
you tell everyone what we're going to be doing in Denver?
We are going to be visiting Arrow's headquarters, talking with a couple of people there on their IoT strategy.
Yeah.
And hopefully visiting a brewery or two along the way as well.
Yeah, I'm excited for this. Arrow, a great partner of Big Data Beard, and also a great Splunk partner. They have graciously invited us to come to their headquarters, and we're going to be recording with some of their technical experts. So pretty excited about that tomorrow, so stay tuned for that. What else do we have going on, guys? What else is coming up next?
Well, I was just thinking that this is, one, this trip's a little bit crazy, that we're spent this much time in an RV, but
Yeah.
this is actually not Kyle's first time to spend this much time in a motor coach of sorts. You actually have been on tour buses, like legit tour buses before, right?
Yeah. So I used to work in the music industry. So we were live stage lighting and audio production. So we toured. I think it hit like 42 states by the time I was 18.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
so
too much.
quite a bit of time on the road. However, they rode a bit different.
Mm.
The drivers were.
If you say professional, I will be
Less
insulted.
demanding.
Yes, less demanding. That's a
That's
good one.
fair.
Yeah.
Well played.
I thought about that one for a second.
Thanks, man. Don't have my coffee yet, so yeah. No, so we've done this before. Well, not quite to this nature. Sleeping was a bit different too. Didn't had a nice little cold, dark bunk.
Oh, bunks. That would be nice.
Yeah, it was great.
But in all of your travels, you never had a delicious tornado?
Oh no, never had one of these beautiful delights.
I don't know what you guys are doing. Mine are gone.
I might try and refrigerate it to preserve it, or just leave it out and let the natural preservatives.
Yeah, I think
keep
you don't
it
need
to
to
I
refrigerate.
think those things literally are good after a nuclear war. Like,
Yeah, they're going in my fallout shelter for sure. Delightful.
So tomorrow is Aero. Then
right.
the next day, what are we doing, Corey?
We are headed up to Boulder to go visit a very cool town. But our friends at VictorOps, one of the companies that was acquired by Splunk in the last 2 years, their HQ is there in Boulder. So we're actually going to be meeting with a friend of the Big Data Beard, Bill Emmett, who's been on the show a couple times with us before, and he's going to give us a tour of the HQ there. And then in the afternoon, we're talking with one of the most visible and recognizable technology evangelists for Splunk on the planet. Andy Mann is actually going to join us on the podcast tomorrow, or excuse me, day after tomorrow in the afternoon. And we're really excited to catch up with him. He's just a very dynamic personality, has obviously some very cool insight into what Splunk's doing. So I'm super excited that, it's hopefully, I checked the weather. We do, after we leave Boulder, we've got a bit of a hike on our hands. We're going from there to Moab, Utah, and that's really just kind of a halfway stopping point and an excuse to go see Arches National Park, which is stunningly cool. But in order to get there, which would then the next stop be Vegas, we have to go across the mountain passes. So hopefully we don't get any snow, because I can guarantee you that this thing is not going to be fun to drive in the snow.
do we need to get some snow chains for that?
I think we just park it and we just forget it. We'd fly. We just the
leave it
RV
on
would
the
not
side of the
make
road.
it.
Airplane
Yeah.
trip to come.
Yeah, it's exactly right. This thing would be over. It would be, if you remember last night when we came in on that road that Google did us a solid, brought us in on a gravel road. It would, the concern factor would go up by about 1,000.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be good.
So good news. I did a little recon.
Yeah.
The way out is not gravel.
Oh, very good.
It's very good.
You scootered out of there.
I scootered out.
That's excellent.
So we have 4 days left.
Man, it's
sad.
been crazy.
It's been crazy. 4 days left. Kyle, what are you most excited about? The one thing that you're most excited about in the next 4 days?
I think Aero HQ will be really cool. Just because it's one of those companies that it doesn't necessarily come to the front of your mind, but they enable so many other companies.
Absolutely.
That to give them an opportunity and a platform to talk about their strategy and what they're doing specifically around IoT, I think will be really exciting.
What about you, Corey?
I mean, I'm kind of excited about pulling this thing onto the floor of the Sands Conference Center. Like, the idea that on Sunday morning we've got to get up, get this thing washed up and ready, and on Sunday midday we're rolling this thing, legitimately driving it into the Sands Conference Center, which we've been to the Sands Conference for how many different conferences, from
Too many to count.
Splunk and Dell and Oracle's in the past and others. Like, it's a crazy conference there. We have so many memories there. But to think that we're going to drive this RV that we've taken across the U.S. and park it on the floor of this conference center, it just makes me giggle. But it's also, like, I'm excited about that because of the conversations we're going to get to have. Like, people are going to be coming up and chatting with us, and I always get excited about comps, just the conversations. It's super fun, and I think this one will be an epic fun conversation.
So I'm torn. I have 2 things I'm looking forward to. And since I'm the host, I'm going to say both of them.
Yeah.
I'm in charge.
There you go. Yeah, boy.
I actually...
Exercise your host privilege.
Yeah, Victor,
go
last
into
time I'm
his head.
hosting again. The best way not to host anymore. I've always been a huge fan of VictorOps, and we've integrated some of their technology into what we're doing here. I'm really excited to see Bill and team again, because they're always very electric and fun to talk to. But just seeing what they're doing, what they're excited about for Conf, and having that interview. And then I've never been to the Arches National Park, and we're going to have a very special breakfast with the Beards for that one, hopefully, if we can pull it off. And I think that production and that experience will be very memorable for us. So I'm excited for both.
Yeah, we're going to be adding, as you can tell, the live stream is actually working, which is stunning. Because there's there's a lot that goes into producing a live stream that isn't just a on your phone live stream or whatever. Actually having content. But we're going to throw a curveball because we're going to take all of the streaming gear out into the park and see if we can live stream full wireless. So that'll be pretty fun. So
See how the cell phone signal holds up.
yeah, I mean that's going to be the indicator. Worst case scenario, if you want to log in and kind of follow us, definitely subscribe to the YouTube channel so you get alerts when we go live. But if we don't go live for some reason, it's not at least likely that we fell off of one of the arches. It's probably because we're having technical difficulties and we'll record it because we want it to be a great show and it's going to be a great venue, obviously, to see arches up close and personal. So I'm excited about that too, buddy.
But networking has never been an issue on this trip so far.
No,
so
it's been perfect in every way. Yeah.
I feel like that's the most spoken word out of my mouth so far is
Networking.
4G.
Yeah, it's
The 4G.
It's interesting. Hopefully 5G makes it better, but I don't know that it does. I think you still have some of the same challenges because it hasn't always been bandwidth. Some of it's actually been configuration, end user. Like it's been user error in many cases on my part. I'm learning this live stream thing, and we learned a bunch of things about YouTube's stream APIs and how they work. It's been a learning experience.
Yeah.
I think finally we're doing it.
And that's the fun of it, though, right?
Absolutely. No, that's what this
Continue
whole
to
thing.
learn. Yep.
This thing, I think that's when I thought about this right before we left, that was what made me most excited about the trip. Was I wanted to hang out with you guys, which is always fun. But the idea that we could be 2 weeks, pretty well unplugged from our day jobs and tinker and play and do things that we don't normally do, I think it just inspires that technical kind of curiosity and excitement that makes, at least me as an engineer, I know you guys too, excited about the world of technology. And sometimes you get in some ruts and you need that motivation. I can tell you what, this trip has been an awesome motivation for me, and we hope that you've taken some inspiration to go try using IoT technology, Splunk, and others to go do something cool.
Yep. So one thing we haven't done yet on this trip is showing you where we're living and what we're doing and some of the things we've installed in this RV. So Kyle, if you want to hand off your breakfast that you demolished,
Crushed it.
And
Do you mind if I enjoy some of this?
Yeah.
and take the
I was gonna eat that.
and take everyone on the tour of the RV.
Yeah.
All
Sounds
right,
good.
let's do it.
The deal is, one second, we're gonna get a camera mobile. Oh man, do you see how greasy those
Ooh.
tornado grease pants? 0, tornadoes 1.
I'm still a little hungry, but I don't think I'll be regretting my decision of not partaking in the tornadoes in about
Correct.
2 hours. Yeah.
All right.
So this is the RV. It's a 40-foot RV. The first part of it is obviously the driving portion. We try and always have one person up here. What's really cool though is we do this will slide out and we can actually get this chair propped up and have a really comfortable time here working, getting stuff uploaded while Corey's still driving away. Moment of safety though, we do not broadcast to TV. You cannot broadcast to TV while the truck is in drive. This is one of our IoT stations. So in here is a vibration, GPS, and temperature sensor. So that will be connected to back here. These are both fold-out portions, so they actually will squeeze in, so it feels quite a bit like a submarine experience. So you're sliding in a good bit of the way. So this all tightens up, but we do a lot of recording here, and then we use our production studio here. Now, it is a bit messy, so apologies for that. We rolled in late last night and then just exploded the cables everywhere, but this is typically where our heavy forwarder lives. We keep it charged up, as well as Brett's Oculus goggles and a couple other Tinker devices as well. This is our heavy forwarder. We moved it over here. Thankfully, the battery power on this thing has been wonderful and reliable, and we've had a really good experience with this, actually. It's been pretty
What is that?
reliable. This is a Dell M5520 that we installed Ubuntu on. It's got about 32 gigs of RAM in it, so it's going strong. And yeah, being able to pick a computer that on the road has a battery as well. We initially talked about doing desktops, just tiny little desktops, but we realized that we'd be switching power so much, so we needed something with a battery built into it rather than having external battery sources everywhere. So that was one of those design principles that we'll get into during our conf talk on Wednesday. You do need to watch your head for here, especially if you're around my height. I think I have 2 different scabs up here, as well as this corner. Yeah, so this is our dish area. These are clean, but in here we have another sensor area for our middle of the RV vibration and temperature. In here is our 4G connectivity. And then here is the bronze bathroom. Now we moved it out here just to make it a little bit easier to see and show off. We have 5 different buttons. Flush, number 2, number 1, cleaning, and cleaning the restroom and dumping the tank. And then we've actually integrated with Splunk's AR kit as well, so you can come up here and actually see the dashboards live pop up on the table, which is pretty fun. So this all pulls in. This is our full-size refrigerator, which has been absolutely wonderful because we haven't been able to hit up a lot of restaurants. We've been cooking in here as well. Now we'll take a step further back. We actually do shower in here more often than not, but we do have hot water when we do turn on the water heater. Brett found that out the hard way one day and took a extremely cold shower in Dallas, I believe that was. Austin?
I think it was in Austin because we had that RV park that was real questionable.
Yes, yes.
Oh, it was Charlotte that he did it.
Charlotte,
That's
yeah.
right.
Wow. How long have we
don't
been
even-
doing this?
I
Yeah.
don't even know where we are.
Restrooms in here. We're happy to show it to you, but nothing too exciting there.
It's a toilet.
It's a toilet. This is the back bedroom. Now this also expands out as well. So this will actually collapse in, so we'll pick everything up and use it as storage during the day. And then the second we park, they slide out and we get everything put away. We have this monitor for quick troubleshooting in case something dumps off the network and we can't SSH or VNC into it. We can just quickly connect it to a monitor. One thing, if we were to do this again, is I would get one of those little 7-inch monitors just to get everything connected and not have to carry that around.
Sensors up there.
Clothes for storage, all that fun stuff. And then back here we have, buried back here, if you can see it, we have another gateway back here that is doing the back temperature and vibration sensors. So overall, it's pretty comfortable. It's really about being smart with what you're doing with your space. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed the tour of the RV. We will be on the expo floor, walking everybody around the outside of it and talking more about it later. Let's go ahead and head back to Brett and see what he's up to.
Well, thank you so much for watching us today. Stay tuned, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can get more videos like this out to you. Have a great day.
Thanks for joining us for another edition of Breakfast with the Beards. Breakfast with the Beards is part of the Big Data Beard road trip to Splunk's Conf 2019. Be sure to check out all of our great content at bigdatabeard.com and also follow our podcast in your favorite podcast app simply by searching Big Data Beard. This amazing adventure would not be possible without our incredible sponsors. We thank you, Dell Technologies, VMware, Red River Technologies, Arrow Electronics, and Converging Data for making the road trip to Splunk.conf 2019 possible. We'll see you down the road.